Wayback Machine. Let's go. I had to dig through the crates and find this. Let's see.
If you won a national championship at Alabama, what did you?
All right, so I couldn't find this. Let's see. I couldn't even find this anywhere. So I had to find somebody who was doing a breakdown of this episode to find an I Am Athlete, the full version. So fair use to this person. This person's name is Off Script. That's his YouTube channel. And you see he has it on the shirt in the back. So fair use to him. Shout out to him for having this video. This video is from 3 years ago. But he actually has a clip of the interaction between Channing and Coach Prime. So let's get to it. It's going to be times where he's going to give us commentary and feedback. So just to let y'all know, we're going to play this, but I'm going to, y'all know me, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. All right, let's get to it.
Into what Deion Sanders is saying. And on top of that, I want you to see why I called the title what I called it. All right, so let's get it popping.
Talked about on this show before where, like the HBCU thing, and I'll tell you now, I'm not against HBCUs. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a hater or whatever. But Prime, I went to Florida. Yeah. What Florida can give a kid with the dorms, with the training table, with the trainers, with the exposure, with the 100,000 people in the game. You know what I'm saying? 52,000 students at Florida. I looked it up. Jackson State got 10,000. Florida got 52,000.
You mean enrollment?
Enrollment.
Yes, sir.
I'm just talking about, and then on a Saturday at a game at Florida, you got 90,000+ people watching. True. You got NFL scouts at every single game. You even tweeted that this year 256 players were drafted and not one from HBCU. Right. I don't like that stat.
I'm changing all that.
But I understand that stat, Prime, because y'all cannot compete with the teams that have.
You see, Coach Prime interjected there. He said, "I'm changing all that." And then Channing's still going. Let's let him finish up.
No Power 5, Prime. You cannot compete with the Power 5.
So how do you compete with them? You bringing a conduit for change. You bringing a conduit.
So let's just stop it there. So basically, that's where I was saying the difference. Excuse me. That's why I was saying the difference of a visionary and a person who has to show me. So according to Channing, HBCUs can never compete with Power 5s. We saw Coach Prime prove that otherwise. But according to Channing, HBCUs would just stay at the level that they are. They would never progress. They would never get better. So if you just kind of build that out and take it away from HBCU, and if you just look at a regular college, you can say, okay, if I'm not Florida, if I'm not Alabama, if I'm not Georgia, then I'm never going to get better. I'm never going to be able to compete with them. But it's the exact opposite. Schools do everything they need to do to make sure that they can compete. And they always need a person that comes in and has a vision to work on it to change that. So let's get back to it.
Do it for change. Everything starts with the mind first. Let's attack the mind and understand.
All right, so you see Coach Prime is telling, hey, man, we got to attack the mind so we can work on the change. Let's see, is there any more? I think he's going to give some commentary, and then I think Chen is speaking again. Let's see.
There's a new energy being brought to the SWAC, a new mindset. And all you hear constantly from alums and graduates is simply saying, oh my God, like this is not the SWAC I know. Oh my God, this is not the SWAC this is not the SWAC. The SWAC is this, the SWAC is that. Get out the past. Do something different. Oh God, it's so irritating. We'll play a little bit more.
Understand, how can we level the playing field? First of all, I don't want to level nothing. I want to have the advantage.
I don't want to level nothing. I want the advantage. Come on, Deion, man. Preach this thing, man.
I want to have the advantage. Now, you mean to tell me that this brother here coming out of the heart of Miami is better suited to go somewhere like that than come to me? Yes. When I speak his language, when I know his voice, when I know his needs and I know his wants, and I set right what he set. How is that? So now you're into the glamour.
That's the key. And I think that's the change that's coming across all of.
All right, so I wanted to just take y'all back to see how basically Channing is a show me person. And now we know that Coach Prime was able to flip Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter wasn't a Heisman. So we know that, just kind of coming a couple years forward, because it's from 3 years ago, coming 3 years in advance, it's looking like he's going to have two players from Colorado, which he turned around at HBCU, left them in a better shape than it was when he got there, went to a Power 5 in Colorado, and then he's going to have two players drafted in the top 5. So if you notice, when this started 3 years ago, they were talking about HBCUs not having anybody drafted. And Coach Prime was a visionary to see that it could do more and be more and do better. And then now he's at Colorado. He has, a Heisman winner. And then he also is going to have his son. They're going to be top 5 draft picks. So you just see that some people see the vision, and then some people, they just wait. And they wait until it's concrete, locked in, and then they'll say, okay, I see what you're doing. So that's how people miss out, and that's how people just kind of they don't know when to hold them. No, they don't know when to fold them. They don't know when to just move forward with something. So these are people who probably don't invest. They probably don't break down companies because they just don't have the vision of how to do it. And that's okay. But those people will be wrong on the face a lot of times, especially when they take a hard stance on something.